Hello there. I don't know why I was so disjointed. Good. I'm not really sure. It's 7 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. There we go. I answered my own question, and I have that Danny Gonzalez song stuck in my head. The dude is so goated that he made a video where he pretended to make a TikTok song, although sort of technically did, and it unironically slaps harder than most TikTok songs. Not that I know many of them, but from what I've heard, man, it's pretty good. I mean, it genuinely is pretty great, and a lot of his songs. Danny Gonzalez is awesome. Really, I can't believe he's going to be a dad. Speaking of which, by the way, I've just been Christmas shopping, and now my house is full of Mickey Mouse. Completely, like just full of. I'm looking now, and there's so much Mickey Mouse in my house. I didn't mean for that. I promise I didn't mean for that to happen. I really didn't mean for that to rhyme. But that's not what we're going to talk about now. We're going to get even more off the beaten track because I want to talk about Marvel. Why not? There's a lot of talk about Marvel right now and weird stuff. Very weird stuff. I keep hearing that they're trying to resurrect Iron Man for the Marvel movies, which, okay, right, interesting. And I keep seeing people saying like, this is it. You know, what are they doing? What are they thinking? They've fallen off. They've completely fallen off. This is it. You know, they've done this to themselves and they've committed suicide. And here's my thought on it. Here's my video essay on it. Here's my incel reply to this situation. And I've got to say, dude, I mean, seriously, think about it. I mean, the MCU dominated for a decade, dude. It completely dominated the cinema, so much so that Martin Scorsese came out of cryogenic freezing to tell us that he didn't like the movies. That's how much they dominated, and then put out a 3.5 hour long film because, no one wants to go see Marvel movies. Let's fight the Marvel trend by putting out a 3.5 hour long movie. That will bring the kids in, yeah, for sure. That's the same demographic. But yeah, they dominated so much that consistently the films were making either $1 billion or close to $1 billion. Obviously something was going to break eventually. Obviously this couldn't last. This was never going to last. They're not doing this to themselves. I don't even think this is I wouldn't entirely contribute this to being an oversaturation, although to an extent it's kind of inevitable when you have a structure like the one that you have. But the fact that they even managed to maintain this for not even 10 years, I'm pretty sure this was, I think, for like 12 to 13 years, was absolutely dominated, and the films still make a butt ton of money. I don't think a butt ton is a metric unit of measurement, but Guardians of the Galaxy is still in the top 5 highest grossing films of the year, and I think it made like $800 million, so it's not like they're completely falling off. But obviously they're going to do something like this in order to just try something new. It blows my mind that people act as though these are still in the first phase of MCU movies. I mean, the same thing's happening with the Marvels movie. Although I will say, it seems odd that they would invest so much money into, a franchise that they know isn't quite as sustainable as it was before. But they still know that it's going to turn a huge profit. And that's still going to happen. But yeah, I mean, is anyone shocked that the numbers are in and the Marvels aren't really, as huge as a Marvel movie would have been a couple of years ago, or as Captain Marvel would have been, or was a few years back when it made over $1 billion? Well, of course not, because that came out during the very peak of it, the very height of Marvel fever, and obviously that was never going to last. Why would it? You are watching the same thing over and over again, and there's all these theories, like, oh, Brie Larson did it to herself, man. Let's say she doesn't make movies for white men. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, tell that to Greta Going. Stuff like that. People all have their theories, but overall, the prevailing fact is that they've been making the same film a lot. So, they made the same film many, many times, and obviously people, there's only so many purple and red and blue power beams that one can handle before you just kind of get a bit desensitized to it. So yeah, of course they're going to do something crazy. Of course they're going to do something wild and go absolutely nuts. I don't think it's going to be good, and it does feel weird. I will say that it does feel weird to say that they're going to bring Tony Stark back because it's such a huge moment for them. But if things are petering out anyway, why not undo something that kept things interesting? Because it's just going to make it interesting again. I mean, am I crazy? You know, it's just going to... It's got people talking. I don't know. It seems... I'm not shocked. I'm definitely not shocked. But I'm just disappointed, okay? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Tony Stark. Oh, and apparently, by the way, I just read Robert Downey Jr. has accepted it and is willing to do it. I'd imagine they throw a lot of money at him, but he has said he'll do it. Robert... Don't, though. Alright, that's it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that, and I guess, well, I'll see everyone later.